Hello, Dolphins fans and Panthers fans, to what was probably going to be another Tank Bowl game. An early season Tank Bowl, you gotta love those. Both teams are kind of bad. I'm pretty sure we can all say that the Dolphins are bad and the Panthers are bad. Both are technically bottom five teams right now, currently, while the Dolphins are slowly rising a little bit. Just a little bit. Not much, not a lot, but they are definitely looking a lot better, especially after the Jets game. Slowly, week by week, the Dolphins are, getting a little bit better here and there. Is that a good thing? Probably. When it comes down to like the stats, let's just start right there. The Dolphins are a better overall team, even now when it comes to like how bad both teams are. The Panthers just came off of basically getting blown out a third time this season while losing 43-13 to the Patriots. They have one win. One win. Dolphins also have one win. It was more of a surprise win that they got, but still. The Dolphins are looking better offensively. They are looking special teams. They are looking better on defense. The secondary is like the only part that is probably worse than the Panthers. But overall, everything else, when it comes to linebacker core, when it comes to defensive line, offensive line for the Dolphins, the tight end group, the running back, and the freaking wide receivers, as well quarterback, the Dolphins are a better team. But quite a bit. When you break it down a little bit, the Panthers are like coming off of a 13-point game. They're averaging apparently about 13 to 14 points per game. They're averaging around 140 to 170 yards per game. The Dolphins are averaging basically double all of that right now when it comes to offense. When it comes to defense, the Dolphins also technically are doing a little bit better. They're giving up less points and less yards, while getting more takeaways, more sacks, and more pressures, as well as more tackles. Tackles could be seen as a bad stat, though. Just so you know, the only spot that might be a bit better for the Panthers in this upcoming game is going to definitely be like the corner group, but just by a little bit because the Dolphins give up the highest passer rate to yeah. The Dolphins secondary is kind of I'm not kind of very motherfucking injured. I think I've gotten past any point that I could, not have to curse. But they're very freaking injured in the secondary. And they're giving up, if I remember what the stat was, they're giving up the most, like the highest amount of completion percentage and the highest quarterback rating in the league right now, which is not very good. But they're also averaging giving up less points now. I think they dropped down to a 21 points per game that they're giving up right now. It's not that much. Not that much compared to the Panthers that are giving up a lot more than that. Like I said, the Dolphins are a better team offensively and defensively. They're like I said, they're more touchdowns, more passing yards, more first downs, better third down completion percentage. Their rushing yards are better. Their yards per attempt are better. It's it's a game that the Dolphins should win. Let's just say that the Dolphins are going to win this game. How closely is where it's really coming into play. I'm not sure if I'm ready to just say the Dolphins are making the turnaround fully yet. I am excited for the Dolphins, because again, I'm a fan. But now with Tyreek Hill also out, there is a question and a worry about the offense. Because the offense usually goes through Tyreek Hill. Now that he's gone, they're gonna have to change some things around, either for the good or for the worse. Jalen Waddle is gonna get that Tyreek Hill position now, and now you have all these wide receivers, tight ends, and running back group that are now going to be able to be utilized more efficiently and a bit better, at least from what I would think. You got big-bodied receivers like Taj Washington and Nick Westbrook-Akeen going to be able to start playing more and be a bit more outside roles. You're going to get definitely more from Taj and Dieskridge probably coming in here. You may get AJ Henning or Theo Weiss coming out of the practice squad to be brought up and playing in games now, which is going to, again, give you another big-bodied receiver with Theo Weiss and another shifty speedster with AJ Henning. It's going to look a bit better. And then now that Darren Waller has come in and shown off that he is able to play, regardless of if he might be injured again. I don't know. I think I saw something about that earlier in the week. He looked really good in his first game. 2 tutties and about 40-something yards. Not bad for your first game. And then Tanner Connor and Julian Hill have been somewhat doing decent. Achan is looking good. He's just coming off of his first 99, almost 100-yard rushing game of the season so far. And then Ollie Gordon is also looking pretty good. The passing game, in my opinion, is going to look a little bit better, I think, without Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill, you know Tua was going to him. First and foremost, if it's not him, it's nobody else almost. It's either him or Waddle, or he's just going to dump it right off the HN. Now he can't do that. He has to focus on moving the ball to the people that are open. He has to look around and make better plays and better choices. And now when people are trying to get the Dolphins to do anything, they're going to possibly learn like there's something different going on, you know? At least I hope so. Will that be the truth? I don't know. Will the offense actually be worse? Possibly. Tyreek Hill is or was a very good wide receiver, very speedy, very shifty, and a great route runner. It's just now the Dolphins have to play a different style of offense, just a little bit, because now you don't have 2 super speedy, super shifty slot receivers as number ones anymore. You just have one, and then you have everybody else who has a myriad of different skill sets that could benefit the Dolphins offense. Hopefully they take advantage of that. I don't know. As for the score prediction of the game, I'm thinking I'm going to stick with what I said last week. 30-27 Dolphins win. I'm going to keep it a close 3-point game simply because I want to see what this Dolphins offense does, and I can't do anything until, I see what it does without Tyreek Hill in there. So with that, thank you for watching. If you like, leave a like. If you dislike, leave a dislike. If you want to see more, subscribe. All that nonsense. I will be live on my sports channel. Hopefully be able to watch the game tomorrow. So that, thank you and goodbye.